Hey guys, welcome back to Spice Channel TV. Thank you for always joining us. If you're coming out here for the first time, please kindly subscribe and don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you. Now, Omoyele Sowore, the activist who was unlawfully arrested earlier and detained upon arrival to Nigeria, was released by the police. Yes, he was arrested and also he was released on that very day. Now, some of us might be wondering what happened while Omoyele Sowore was in the custody of the Nigerian immigration officers. What happened? Did they interrogate him? Did they manhandle him? What really transpired between him and the immigration officers, those that arrested him? Now, the activist Omoyele Sowore has revealed that the Nigerian immigration officers asked if he had a waiver to watch lists prepared by the Nigerian security agencies, prompting him to question the purpose of such waiver. Sowore shares his experience at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport in Lagos on Sunday morning, where immigration officers inquired about his presence on the country's watch list. According to Sowore, the officers asked if he had obtained a waiver, sparking his curiosity about the purpose and the implications of such documents. Omoyele Sowore's revelation during an interview on Arise TV raises questions about the transparency and accountability of the Nigeria's watch list system. Sowore was briefly detained at the Lagos airport on Sunday on his arrival in Nigeria from US, where he had been with his family, narrating what transpired between him and the immigration officers. Sowore said he was only detained for about 10 minutes. He said one of his bags went missing during the ordeal, and he also noted how they seized his passport. But while they seized his passport, they were looking for a waiver, if he had a waiver for the watch list. And after 10 minutes, they came and said they had resolved the issue, that he can go. And then they gave him back his passport. Some of them had nicely escorted him to get his bags. And by the time he got to the bag session, one of his bags had gone missing. In fact, he's still looking for his bag till date. And the thing is, he was quite disappointed that his bag disappeared while they were investigating him. Sowore had earlier declared that he would never flee Nigeria, despite being on the watch list of the secret police, the DSS. He would never flee this country. Sowore stated that he is not even afraid of being targeted by the government and will continue to exercise his right to free movement in and out of the country, where he criticized President Bola Tinubu for what he did to protesters. During the military regime, it's the same thing. So he criticized Bola Tinubu for doing to protesters what was done to him in 1994 by a military regime, and urged his fellow co-patriots to continue to fight for the liberation of Nigeria from the shackles of bad leadership. So this is more like the brief encounter Sowore had with the immigration service that led to the seizure of his international passport and his detention at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport in Lagos. So guys, what are your thoughts on this? Now, when Sowore was declared detained, this sparked outrage from Nigerians. In fact, Sowore's people were quite pissed, and they had noted that if he's not released, well, a protest might emerge. So, and that was it. Sowore's detention wasn't up to 24 hours, it wasn't even up to an hour, and then he was released. So my country people, what are your thoughts on this? The thing is, Sowore upon arrival to Nigeria, he knew quite well that he's on a wanted list. It's more like him being on a watch list. And that's because of his involvement with the hashtag End Bad Governance protest. Sowore was involved, and he is one of the conveners of this protest. But because of his involvement with this protest, the Nigerian DSS, that's the Department of State Service, said that he is now a wanted person. And that was how they seized his passport. And he was detained, but also he was released back, and they gave him his passport. So the thing is, this our government, they are fond of going after activists, whereas Yahaya Bello, nobody's even talking about Yahaya Bello. The EFCC, the DSS, the police, nobody can pinpoint where Yahaya Bello is at this moment. The Nigerian government, the security agencies are quick to confront activists. They are quick to confront protesters. They are quick to confront agitators. But when it comes to insecurity, bad economic policies, they don't confront those things. Protest is the right of every Nigerian. And President Bola Ahmed Tinubu needs to address the crisis and the issues affecting this country. But so long as you're a protester, you have now turned a terrorist in this country. If you're a protester, you are practically committing treason in Nigeria. That is how they target. That is how they target. And when they arrested Sowore, when he was detained, a lot of Nigerians were waiting to see the outcome of the arrest. But luckily, they released him. You know, he wasn't detained for that long. Because had it been they detained him for long, who knows what would have happened? God knows what would have happened. That was how some few days back, we saw how the Federal High Court in Abuja granted bail of 10 million naira each to those protesters that were charged to court on the count of treason, that they committed treason, terrorism financing, and all of that, cybercrime. You can imagine, because they came out to protest. Well, nothing wey Musa no go see for ghetto for this country. So guys, I'm dropping here. Kindly share your thoughts on this in the comments section. Thank you.